For decades, Earth remained a neutral world. While species across the Orion Spur fought in brutal campaigns, forged and shattered alliances, and traded entire planets for a moment's tactical advantage, Earth stood apart. The Terran Accord, signed by nearly every nation, forbade humanity from engaging in off-world wars. The Galactic Council had accepted Earth's neutrality begrudgingly. Humans were unpredictable, too adaptable, too emotional, too dangerous. Letting them stay out of the war was a relief to many alien leaders. But the Jorah didn't care about neutrality. On the outer rim of human-colonized space, the research Station Halcyon Blue drifted in silent orbit above the gas giant. Orminos 9, staffed by peaceful civilians, mostly scientists and engineers, it posed no threat. It wasn't even armed. That didn't stop the Jorah from vaporizing it. No warning, no demands. Just a crimson lance of energy from a Jorathi dreadnought and Halcyon Blue was gone. 279 human lives extinguished in less than 5 seconds. Among the dead was Dr. Talia Monroe, renowned xenobiologist, and the only daughter of Admiral Grant Monroe, commander of Earth's home defense fleet. Earth's neutrality died with her. Admiral Monroe stood before the United Earth Council, his face stone. They didn't attack a military target, he said. They didn't even issue a declaration. They killed civilians, scientists, my daughter. The chamber was silent. The Jorah didn't just challenge our sovereignty, Monroe continued. They made it personal. And so Earth entered the war. Within a week, 100 Terran warships silent for decades left the Sol system. They bore no flags, made no diplomatic overtures. Only black holes and quiet fury. The first strike came at Drelvek Station, a key Jorathi listening post. The Jorah didn't expect Terrans to arrive so quickly. Their outer patrols were caught off guard as Terran stealth frigates slipped past detection and disabled communications. Seconds later, the main Terran fleet arrived firing precision rail cannon slugs at relativistic speeds. Drelvik was reduced to slag in 10 minutes. The Galactic Council, watching from a distance, was stunned. The Terrans weren't just retaliating. They were unleashing. Across the stars, word spread fast. Human war doctrine had long been a mystery to the galaxy. Some believed they had no stomach for total war. Others feared they had too much. The Jorah found out the truth too late. Earth's AAA-assisted command strategies outpaced the hive mind coordination of Jorah fleets. Terran warships didn't fight in formations. They hunted like predators. Individually lethal, collectively unstoppable. On the battlefield of Ither Prime, the Jorah launched a counteroffensive. 10,000 soldiers, armored and armed with plasma spears and neural disruptors. They expected a ground fight. Instead, they were greeted by Terran orbital kinetic strikes. Rods of tungsten dropped from orbit, traveling at Mach 20. The battlefield became a crater. The turning point came at the Battle of Nexus Vale, a strategic wormhole, route the Jorah had held for years. The Terrans didn't ask for surrender. They didn't send diplomats. They deployed Project Prometheus, a classified assault mech piloted by Captain Renajo, a veteran of Earth's underground mech leagues. Prometheus wasn't a war machine. It was a walking extinction-level event. She landed in the heart of the Jorah command structure and walked through them like fire through dry grass. Entire battalions collapsed. Jorathi warlords sent panic pleas to the Council for help. The Galactic Council met in emergency session. They were neutral, hissed the Jalari ambassador, and we allowed it. Now look what's happened. The Varnic delegate grunted. The Jorah drew first blood. The Terrans are simply being Terran. Whispers echoed through the chamber. They warned us. Someone muttered. Back on Earth, Admiral Monroe stood before a holoscreen of Jorah Prime. The final target? He looked at his command staff. They burned a research station. Killed civilians. My daughter. We end this, he said. The Terran fleet jumped into orbit around Jorah Prime within hours. They disabled planetary shields with EMP drones. Their AI infiltrated global comms and broadcast one message in every known Jorathi dialect. You made it personal. And then they fired. In the aftermath, the Zhorov Empire collapsed. Their leadership destroyed. Their worlds occupied by allied species under human oversight. Earth didn't ask for tribute. They didn't demand reparations. They simply returned home. The galaxy would never forget. Earth had stayed out of the war. They had offered peace. They had chosen neutrality. But when that peace was shattered, when the war was brought to their doorstep, they didn't retaliate out of strategy. They retaliated out of love. For their people, for justice. For the ones they lost. And the galaxy learned the hardest HFY lesson of all. Never make it personal with humans.